Last time on the Titans of Altera.
Good morning, Meister.
Oh, little sister. Always happy to see one of our ilk.
I thought I'd be the only magical person on this boat. I was a little worried, you know?
Oh, hi.
And who were you?
The name's Wilbert Dumbledon.
How long have you been with Captain Russell?
I guess you could say I've been with him since the beginning.
Thanks, Wilbert!
You're welcome.
I like him.
So did Winnie.
Have a fun adventure. Captain Donnie Russell has been murdered. Wizard Wilbert apparently assassinated him on the ship's return.
Wilbert wouldn't do something like that.
Wilbert, the wizard that killed Donnie Russell, one of our most decorated and rising stars.
That still surprises me. It doesn't sound like Wilbert.
I don't care who it sounds like. I got 25 men who's come off the ship alive, wounded, telling me that wizard put a sword made of magic through the lad's chest, then muttered some business about the shadow and the light.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Titans of Altera, a 5th edition actual play podcast for gamers of all ages. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan.
Duffin.
Winnie!
Relnor.
So, we have Joan carrying Winnebret and Bertul on her back.
Winnie, please.
Winnie, sorry. Yeah, whoa.
Oh. Only my mother calls me Winifred.
Dalphin is in the sniper form carrying Wolf Relnor's golem.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's resting inside.
While he's resting
doing
inside.
a floaty rest.
Yep, on your guys' way east toward the Dwarven Kingdom of Kazkarik. Joan,
Me.
are you currently resting on top the goat with everyone? Or
Yes.
are you inside the goat?
I'd like to be on top of the goat.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. That is the only way in which your boundness to your golem surpasses that of your comrades. They all still need to be
In it.
like they're either incapacitated in their golem form or in it. You have full control of your body while you're in golem form.
Cool.
That'll happen eventually for everybody, maybe. Winnie, how you doing?
I mean, I'm asleep.
You're asleep?
So, pretty
Okay.
happy because Winnie likes to sleep.
So while you're sleeping there, Joan, it's just you and Bertul kind of, you can see the hawk kind of flying up above.
He's moving a lot faster than we are.
That's why I circle around every
Well,
now
yeah,
and
he's
then.
not.
good.
He's not like
I'm not going my full speed.
Yeah.
And I'm also just kind of pacing myself.
leisurely pace.
Yeah.
Does a barrel roll.
Ah!
Bertul says,
You are a cleric.
Yes.
Correct. Do you perhaps have a prayer? I feel that where we're going is dangerous. And I would welcome the help of any god.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
he nods his head, kind of like,
Do you have any prayer requests?
oh my god.
I love it so much. I'll go ahead and do a benediction.
Cool, he nods his head.
May our travels be safe and our minds be clear. May the gray god provide wisdom in time of fear. Pow, pow, pow.
It's in verse form.
So good.
All the best ones.
May our teamwork propel us forward to our goal. And may our courage keep us full. Doesn't really rhyme. It's kind of slanty.
It's like a masculine.
I'm reminded
rhyme.
of like James Woods' Hades when he's like, "Hey, verse."
Cool. While this is going on, Winnie, you find yourself awash in darkness.
Like not normal sleep darkness.
Not normal sleep
Okay.
darkness.
Is it sticky?
Is it sticky?
You don't have any real physical sensation other than just a sense of presence. And
Love presents. Oh, wait.
and not those kind. And you hear a voice speaking.
What is this one? Does it come to seek my power? It is another small creature. And you just kind of feel this thing almost like inspecting you. Mm-hmm. But not really acknowledging you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It is weak and damaged. Does it wish for strength? Does it ask for my power? And then you feel like you're given a window to a vast expanse of legitimately just power. It almost feels like an ocean of strength.
Jeez.
Like a Super Saiyan.
And you feel not compelled, but almost like something is bidding you
Yeah.
to draw.
Pulling me there.
Yeah, on that power. Do you take the call to that?
I'm scared out of my mind, so I just play dead.
You feel the
Like,
presence.
I say nothing and I try and breathe real
But
shallow.
you don't move towards it. You actively do not take the impulse.
Just going,
Yeah.
It does not move. And you sense it almost like becomes more aware of you. It says, wait,
Well, that's the opposite of what I wanted.
I have seen this one before. You have been touched by my sister. Can you hear me?
I don't say anything.
throwing a wrench in Josh's plate.
No, it's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. No, I planned for this.
Okay, good.
You're
Because
fine.
Winnie's just so terrified, she's like just trying to be like, go away, go away, go away, go away.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
And that's what she's saying in her head. Go away, go away, go away, go away.
Because now you're beginning to feel this presence start to try and invade your mind.
People don't know this, but the same tricks you use for bears, you use for deities.
8.
You have to put your arms up and go,
Yeah,
rah, rah,
you
rah,
want
rah,
to poop
rah.
yourself, and then they don't want you anymore.
I'm not sure if you're talking about real life or D&D.
You rolled an 8?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, Joan and Bertul see Winnie as she's lying there. Her eyes start to emit a dark shadow substance, almost like it's leaking out of her face.
Oh, kind of like the new
And-
music video from,
Billie Eilish?
yeah.
And the runic symbols start to spread over her face, but they're all black and shadowed.
That doesn't seem good.
Bad tattoos, bad.
And Winnie, you're gonna take just 3 necrotic damage
Okay.
as you feel this greater mind, not necessarily like blast into your mind, but almost start to like sliver its way in.
Right. Ew, like little smoke tendrils. I
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Gross.
And you can feel it start to like poke at your memory and search for information.
Yeah.
Fingertips on the surface of my mind.
Is there any piece of information you specifically want to keep from this creature? Anything you're like gonna fight to make sure it doesn't find?
I don't want it to sense my knowledge of Penny
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
So I want to hold like any like visuals or feelings I have from my time with her.
Okay.
Like away from it.
Okay. Okay.
And if that's primary. Secondary would be I'm trying to keep like any memories I have of like our 3 golems and how they work and all the different things they do. I'm trying
Okay.
to keep that from him too.
You should distract yourself with a Markle
And
Sparkle
also,
song.
tertiarily, I'm trying to keep my dad's bonbon recipe from him.
Ooh, there you go.
I was like,
you
there's a lot of
go.
layers here. Okay. Just
The
like his
bonbons?
bonbon.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. So if he gets the bonbon recipe, then I'm like, dang it.
That's the last bridge. Okay.
No, I mean, most important is Penny.
Oh, gotcha.
Bonbon is first defense.
Penny, bonbons, friends.
Don't tell
Well,
my dad.
He's not actually looking at that. What he's searching through is your recent memory. And so he begins to see.
Okay.
He sees you at the battle of the war at the World Bridge.
Oh, okay.
He says, so it was you. He was one of my favorites. And then it kind of starts to seed back, and you see, he sees you with Bordeaux and Bertul armored up and glowing on the top of that hill, and starts to follow that memory back toward the well.
Yeah. At that point, like after I start seeing Bordeaux and us walking backwards, I go, stop touching me.
It wakes. What are you?
Winnie.
That is what your kind is called.
Yes.
And you feel it kind of circle you a little bit, and it's not prodding as hard now that, that it's being engaged. And it says, "What are you? You are not a dwarf.
I'm a Winnie.
You're not a small human.
I'm a Dumplekin.
This
We
is-
make candy.
You are an abomination. This is not right."
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've been called a lot of things, but not that before.
You clearly do not understand what you are.
Pot killing the kettle black, am I right? But she's kind of sweating. I don't know if he can see it or not. It can see it or not.
And I want you to roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, Lord, 7.
Okay, Joan, the shadows start to thicken and they begin to like go down her neck and start to show up on her arms.
Virtual, has she done this before?
Just when we were at the House of Spells.
I shake her a little bit.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I start to pray over her.
Okay, roll me
A religion check.
yeah,
Modded 20.
modded 20.
Dang.
Okay,
That's pretty dang religious.
Yep. She's
like
a cleric
Baptist.
of clerics.
so you pray that and you see the kind of the spread of this stop,
Okay.
but it doesn't recede. And Winnie, you feel this thing that's kind of seeding into your mind kind of halted, but the damage is done and you're gonna take, gosh darn, 1 necromantic damage.
I thought you never
Praise
rooted
the
against the
You know what? It's
characters.
not really that I'm rooting against it. It's that I want it to feel like a heavy consequence, but when I keep rolling little numbers, it doesn't really feel like that big a deal.
He's not that
Like,
big a deal.
let's just keep playing around like nothing.
Praise the great
this
God.
this is the main
Praise the
boss,
great
but he's
God.
not that big a deal.
Yeah, then when 12 comes, it's going to be like, ah! Yeah, so...
Like there need to be claps in there.
And a cowbell.
Great God.
You guys need ribbons and tambourines.
Yeah, I was gonna say flags.
No. In the Church of the Grey God, we use cowbell and cowbell only.
Fair enough.
No tambourines.
So, he says, "Where is my sister?
Your sister.
Valus Soul.
Valis Soul. Val?
I know you know her. You've clearly been touched.
Did she go to the academy?
I removed all awakening. It would take another keeper to do the same.
Roll me one more wisdom saving throw with advantage because Joan's giving you some spiritual backup."
Eric, I'm using the wood dice first still. Oh, Lord, that's so bad. Oh, okay, white dice today. 22 on the advantage roll.
Whoa,
The
okay.
first one was an 8 again. So.
At this, you don't really feel like he's really attacking you as hard. When you kind of impressed yourself on Orung in the Fellhammer Titan state, it was much more aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, this was more just kind of like a child playing with something. Like,
He's
it wasn't...
poking and prodding
Yeah,
me.
yeah. It wasn't anything that as aggressive. So once you feel like you get kind of your feet underneath you mentally, you're able to kind of push him out. And Joan, you see the shadow stuff
And I
again.
go, ah!
Just kind of wash off of her face.
Yes.
It doesn't like recede back in, but it just kind of like dissipates. And you're awake?
Oh, that was bad.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
What happened? More of the stair stuff?
And you don't feel rested, like hardly at all.
Yeah, I bet. I look at Bertul and then I look at Joan and then I look at Bertul and then I look at Joan and I look at Bertul and I look at Joan.
And Bertul looked very nervous.
Yeah, that's not helping me out much.
Are you all right?
Let's skip that question. So, Joan,
Yeah.
there was a moment there where I thought I was just asleep, and then I was like, I was like swimming in blackness, and then I like felt a presence, and then when I was in the middle of the presence, then I heard this thing. It sounded like a guy. A guy was talking, and I was like, I'm gonna play dead. I'm gonna be a possum. And I was laying there, and then the guy was like, what are you? Blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, how did you become this light thingy? And I was like, I'm a dumpkin, and you can't have my dad's candy recipe. And I shut him out. And then he was like, oh, I don't know why you're awake. And he tried to take over my brain, and then it stopped.
That's good.
Did you pray for me?
I sure did.
Yay!
Do you feel that it gained anything from its attack?
Okay, so while it was poking my brain, I saw the war again, and I saw like us in the armor, but then I told it to get the heck out of me, or something like that, and then I don't think it saw anything else. It asked me a bunch of questions that it didn't know the answer to. Okay. Unless it's a good liar like I am, and then we're screwed. Well, I think we're heading closer to it. Or maybe it just like is more interested in me. It's not good. It's really not good.
Well, it sounds like you put up a good fight.
Yeah, I feel crap.
Yeah.
She sticks a piece of candy in her mouth very slowly.
Perhaps you could try to sleep again, and Joan could maintain a prayer over you while you sleep.
For how long?
It is your companion.
Have you ever tried to pray longer than a half an hour?
Half an hour? That's a long time.
For a cleric?
I was like, it's your job.
I'm a lazy
That's
cleric.
Winnie saying that.
I like to read books. I don't like to sit and pray.
Winnie doesn't pray to the grave very often, so she's like, dang, that's a long time.
Then I will pray.
No, it's fine. I'll do it. Gosh.
Thanks, Joe.
Go to sleep.
Winnie lays back down really fast, and then she just like stares. She's on her back. She just stares up into the sky, like waiting for sleep to come.
So it'll take you guys probably like about 3 more hours before you get to.
You're going to make me pray
good.
that prayer out loud, too?
No.
Is this going to be an 8-hour-long episode of me praying?
No. Now,
So,
Dalphin and Ronor.
whoa. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
He looks so happy.
Do you guys say anything, do anything while you're kind of on your kind of?
I'm not gonna bother him while he's resting.
I mean, you could still talk to Archimedes if you wanted to.
Oh, true. Hey, Archie,
Boy,
what do you think that? What was that darkness? What was that thing we felt? What was that?
The wave of energy.
Yeah.
My gut says that has something to do with the evil that destroyed our world.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's something familiar, but wrong.
Okay. Familiar how?
I think it's why we were made.
Okay, can you be more specific?
Golems.
And less cryptic.
There was, you call them forebears,
Okay.
the ones that came before.
Yeah.
They were in war when we made these. Well, Artemis made these golems.
Artemis is the smartest. No argument there.
Those titans that we fight, the monsters.
Yeah.
They were his minions.
That was the enemy's like rebuttal to your golems.
No,
No?
our golems were the rebuttal to them.
Oh, gotcha.
But it was too late, and by the time we had even made them, we weren't able to use them.
So then who stopped him?
No one.
Oh, he's just been running amok forever then.
We failed.
Well, then how come I never heard of him?
I honestly don't know. Your world continued to spin, and you all are here now, and apparently Artemis included some kind of protocol that allowed us to find new hosts.
Cool. All right.
But you were not my intended host.
Well, obviously.
For whatever reason, you're close enough.
Okay. All right, so we just got to take out this ultimate evil.
Maybe.
Just.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
We were only phase 1. We don't even know if we have enough power to fight him himself.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Well, I'm with you either way.
All right. Upward and onward.
All right. Ron, are you dreaming about anything, buddy?
Yeah.
Dream about your wolf titan.
Chasing
your wolf
sticks.
golem.
Nice plate of soup.
Nice plate of
With some chicken in
soup
it.
with some chicken in it.
And
Is Guinevere
chasing
serving it to you?
sticks.
So, Relnor, you're sitting there in your dream
Yep.
at Dan's pub.
Okay.
Very safe place.
Yeah.
Drinking and eating your soup.
Drinking your soup from a plate.
With a straw.
Drinking your soup.
This is so difficult. A straw that's just big enough for the chunks of chicken.
That's so gross.
Disgusting.
I'm not eating it.
Kel's just did a spit take. I know I about puked it back up.
One of the servers comes over.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying your meal?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Is there anything else I can get for you?
Another mug of ale, sure.
Very well.
And she comes back with a mug of ale and then sits down with you. Says,
You seem to have much on your mind.
Shouldn't you be working?
I work as I please.
Oh, you're the owner. Where's Dan? Did you buy it from him?
Dan is not here right now.
Oh, okay.
So tell me, Relnor, what is on your mind?
Well, truthfully, I really wish there was a better way to eat soup than off a plate.
and then all of a sudden, your soup is in a bowl.
What is this?
It holds way more soup.
This is amazing.
It doesn't spill as much.
I grab my straw and stick it in the bowl and start drinking the soup.
Stays hot longer.
Wow. How did this become canon? How did the
I don't know. Maybe in episode 1, somebody would.
How did the soup
offer
straw
to
become
blame
canon?
soup.
How did toe-foot bagware become canon?
Guys, I'm
Weird
a
things
great
happen.
dungeon master, okay?
You really are.
Things happen.
You are. That's why we celebrate these things.
Okay, cool. That's all you want to talk about. Great. All right. So meeting with your soul bond, but we'll jump from that. You guys are yes. So
Point Eric.
Eric's like, yeah, didn't learn anything. It's okay, as long as I provided the opportunity, that's all I care about.
And what do we learn from this? Absolutely.
Ignorance 1, story progression 0.
But somehow we all still win.
Bowl progression.
Full progression.
That's huge.
Yeah.
You're going to come back and you're going to
Yeah.
trademark that and you're going to be a million.
Yeah. Relnor's got it made. I'm set.
Like, I'm down to save the world crap. I'm making bowls.
Make the world a better place.
You better believe it.
Yikes.
Wow.
I wanted to laugh, but my body wouldn't let me.
Yeah, she's gone now. Completely gone. You're by yourself at Dan's pub.
Unbonded. No more.
She just opens the golem up and you fall out.
He's just like falling in the sky
Eject.
with a very pleased look on his face.
You do the Emperor's New Girl thing.
Worth it.
Sorry.
Worth it.
All right.
Okay. So it's I guess for the most part, it's going to be a pretty smooth journey. You guys basically
Speak for yourself.
Minus the black goo encounter of the third kind.
you pass a little further north of Fairhaven on your way out.
Good riddance.
And
Is that the xenophobic city?
Yes.
yeah, and you can basically follow the river leading out from there toward the mountains to Kazkarik, so you guys can pretty much follow the river's edge. And in what feels like a fairly short amount of time, you see the mountain range up ahead. As you get closer, kind of like in a piece of it, you see massive statues of dwarves holding swords, kind of at attention, and this huge kind of kingdom built into the mountain. And so it almost kind of like feeds on the structure of the mountain itself. So it has this kind of strange, natural yet crafted form, and has multiple layers. But you can tell that there's probably more of the kingdom in the mountain than outside it.
Now the dwarves left to go someplace, right?
Yes.
The majority of the force.
Yes, but you see no movement or anything like that.
Oh,
So
they just abandoned it?
you see no movement outside. There are plenty of structures and buildings outside it. It's a whole community. So there's like farms and stuff like that outside, and there's nothing there. Everything seems abandoned.
Okay. I'm going to wake Ronar.
You just like
Ronar.
shake the.
No, I'm just going to... Ronar! Gross. Sleeping slurps.
What? Yeah.
I think we're here.
Good.
I haven't seen any dwarves yet. What do we do?
How's everybody else look?
see
I'm
them.
fine. They're still walking.
Still walking?
Should we go down and check on them?
Yeah, let's go down there and
That's my
I circle down to the goat. I land next to it. And
Okay. So you're
Joan.
now just kind of perched on Relnor as the wolf walks.
yeah. Joan, how's Winnie?
Winnie's been better. She's sleeping now.
All right.
Kelsey's bouncing around like she's walking, just so everyone understands that's
Is
why
that
she
how you
sounds like
walk?
that.
I'm a goat. I'm on a goat
I've
golem.
never seen a goat walk like that either.
I'm on a goat golem. I'm sitting down, Ricky. Give me a break.
Looks like you're bopping to imaginary music.
I am.
It's her walking music.
Can you tell what music it is?
Oh, of course it is.
No time to talk.
I'm a goat woman. No time.
Josh actually does a really good Bee Gees voice.
So-
do it.
Guys,
Let's continue. Okay.
Post show. I'm gonna make you do it in the post show.
She's been asleep for a while.
Right, well, we're here.
Yes, we are.
Can they see? They can
we're
see us?
always
Yeah.
here.
So
Just a heads up, I spent 2 hit dice while we were traveling.
cool.
So I'm back
So
But I didn't see any
Back up the
dwarves.
yeah, Bertul kind of shakes Winnie a little bit, not like roughly, just kind of like wakes you up.
Well, they're either gone or they're hiding.
Yeah, but why would they abandon their home? I understand sending the majority of their forces somewhere.
Hasn't it been like taken over by evil people or something?
I thought the dwarves were evil.
No, they aligned with the white priests, right? White priesthoods, and then they were like, "We're gonna take
And they went to take Lestrade, yeah.
Well, I'm sure they didn't leave their place unprotected. We'll probably encounter some.
All right, Captain, how do we proceed?
Carefully, but let's head straight in. Let's
right.
not burn too much time.
That doesn't sound.
Do you want me to stay in the air to keep my eyes open?
You should keep
Yes.
your eyes open.
Good idea, Delphin.
Please keep your eyes open.
Yeah. It's a figure of speech.
So the outer wall has a big old gate, but it's completely open. There's nothing barring your entry.
I'm flying fairly high in the air to kind of have a bird's eye view on if there's any motion.
You leave
or
Relnor
traps.
and jump up. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. You again, like you can roll me a perception check if you like, but just like at a glance, you don't see any movement.
I would like to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Check. I have advantage on it. 10.
Okay. Anybody else wanting to like look for stuff?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I just rolled to see if I saw any enemies, and I only rolled an 8. So
Okay. What
12.
Okay. What do your wolf eyes see?
My wolf eyes. There it is.
Hope that is.
7.
That is.
Wow. Okay.
What happened?
I rolled a 12.
all really tired.
So yeah, you guys. Here's the deal. You guys are walking in. You're all kind of keeping your eyes open for stuff, but you really don't see any kind of movement as you kind of approach. There's really nothing you see. And as you approach the kind of main keep of the like kind of leading into the mountain, it too has a very massive kind of opening. It almost seems kind of juxtaposition that you all know dwarves to be rather short creatures, but this hall is just
So this is compensation for their stature, isn't
enormous. So you guys can actually fit your golems in.
Oh,
it? Right, I'll swoop down and stroll in with them.
Okay.
this is creepy.
I'm still in second form, by the way, with my rifle at the ready.
Okay. As you enter, you can kind of see this just incredibly crafted hall, like just immense pyres, like leading up to multiple levels.
do I notice any golem traps?
No.
Okay.
Would you know what a golem trap looks like?
Something big enough to trap a golem.
Just a giant bear trap.
yeah,
I was thinking a giant box with a stick under it.
that too. Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah.
Winnie, roll me a history check real quick.
Yay! 23.
Whoa, okay. As you guys are kind
Thank
of walking,
you, gnome cunning.
Winnie, your encounter you're first kind of like getting overtaken by that shadow in your mind, you remember seeing some of these halls, and this area looks very familiar. And you kind of were weaved through a whole like several different hallways and to get to the massive hall that you were at. And so you instinctively remember kind of where to go.
Yeah. Hey, Relnor, you better look out for your sleeveless counterpart in here. This is totally the place I saw when I got gooey and black the first time.
Okay.
It was never gooey, just so we're all clear. There was no goo.
When I got shadowy and tattooed and black and scary the first time.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
So how close do we want to get to where I saw? Because I'm pretty sure I can tell which direction it was.
Well, we got to keep searching. May as well search there.
Okay. Hopefully it's not just a boring conference room or something. Here we go.
Yeah, so it's real quiet. Just the whole place seems like eerily still, almost like the entire kingdom itself has become somewhat of like a tomb.
Gross.
And as you guys kind of get deeper and deeper, following Winnie's kind of directions, as you guys get deeper and deeper into Kaz Carrig, you sense yourselves kind of going down, but also further in, until you reach a point where the actual like structure itself opens, and you can see that you're not just in a hall at this point, you're in like a expanse inside the mountain. So this would be like a natural forming huge cavernous space, and there are some rivers running through it, and there's several magical lights that are aglow, like kind of eking this kind of like pale light just kind of faintly into the space.
Guys, I'm still creeped out, but this is kind of cool.
And the lights themselves are embedded into crystals. So it's kind of these minerals that have been kind of affixed to different pillars and walls and kind of sconces to kind of emit this pale light.
Are they all the same? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Generally, some are bigger, some are smaller.
Yeah, but like same crystal / minerals on everything.
Yes.
I don't know why I wanted to know that.
That's okay.
For your visual picture.
Yeah, if you guys are ever curious about how something looks or feels, feel free to ask, because I sometimes don't always know how to explain everything. So I'm happy to like fill in any gaps that for your own imaginations.
What does the bad guy look like?
You don't see a bad guy.
Well, that was the gap I have. I don't know who the bad guy is.
Until eventually you
Bad guy shows up.
You come to the hall that Winnie saw.
Oh, this is it. This is definitely it.
Okay.
But
Well,
there is no sleeveless dude and no dwarf.
that was probably like a past, or like it was while you were in the tower that it was happening. They're probably gone by now.
Yeah, they had a lot of time to get out of here.
Yeah.
So
What were they doing in this hallway?
They're just standing and like they looked like they were just standing and talking to each other.
Okay.
I really should have looked closer.
No, I don't think you needed to go darker.
Everyone roll me one more perception check.
Based on sight?
8.
One of those days. Wow, for the penultimate and the
Oh,
finale.
natural 20.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Here
I
comes Hawk
see
Boy.
everything. Hawk Boy.
11.
Hawk Boy's here.
All right.
Hawk Boy sees everything.
I'm a Hawk man, Pa. A Hawk man.
You
Sorry.
Dalphin, well, everyone's kind of just being. This whole place is full of shadows.
Yeah.
Right. It's so the contrast between the pale light and just the darkness of the cavern itself and the hall is kind of hard to. It's hard to pick out details. Mm-hmm. But as you guys are kind of moving to this massive hall, you notice a lone figure sitting on a throne at the very back of the hall, the very end of it, way further down.
Everyone stop.
Yep.
There's somebody here.
Oh.
Can I get a closer look with my rifle?
I'm going to say you can just get a closer look by inspecting it. You don't. I'm not going to make you roll again.
Oh, okay.
You rolled a natural 20,
Yeah.
dude.
So I'm going to, instead of walking closer, I'm going to level my rifle and kind of look through that.
Okay. You see Captain Harris sitting upon
wait till he tells us.
the dwarven throne with his face kind of shadowed. Like
Okay.
almost kind of like looking down.
He's not moving.
He's not moving.
No. Relnor,
Yes, Delphin?
I think it's Harris.
Really?
He doesn't, on the throne there. He doesn't look good. We need to proceed very cautiously.
We gotta help him.
He may be beyond help.
That bad, huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's just be careful. I got a really bad feeling about this.
Let's carefully move towards him.
We carefully move toward him.
You guys carefully move
I'm
toward him.
gonna cover our back
But
now.
carefully,
Like,
Josh.
I got you.
like as they move forward, I'm kind of watching our back.
Yeah.
Right? For
Yep.
traps or like ambushes.
Yep.
Can I roll an Arcana check on like the throne and Harris?
Sure. Yeah,
like
yeah.
both, not just one or
Specifically
the other?
that area?
specifically that area.
You don't have a detect magic spell, do you?
I don't think so because my Arcana check is so
That's
good. I
okay.
didn't-
It'll stay broad because I think you need an actual specific spell to like pinpoint
Oh,
stuff.
perfect. Okay.
But
That-
I'm
just that
okay
area
with
in
letting you
general.
get a general sense. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like just on him or just the chair. So it's 14.
Okay. You sense some heavy magic kind of clouding the space that you guys are walking toward. And you can feel it getting thicker. As you guys get closer, you start to see kind of an orangish glow from behind the throne. And there's an actual massive forge right on the other end.
Oh.
An active one, apparently.
Yes.
Is anybody else going to roll for anything?
You know what orange is close to?
The red god.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
All right. You tell me if this is doable. Can I roll a stealth check to walk along the ceiling with my talons? So that people, like I'm watching everything, but people hopefully, if anyone does attack us, they don't know I'm there initially.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go and roll it.
Okay. So I tell Relnor, like, I'll follow you guys. I'm going to be watching from the ceiling.
Cool. As you do that, I'm going to go. Guys, just Arcana-wise, feels like we're walking into a real thick cloud with the center right where Harris is sitting.
And I say, you know what's close to orange?
What?
The color red.
I was going to say pumpkins.
That too.
Oranges.
Oh.
I said close to orange.
When he says
So what do I need to roll? Stealth, or do I need to roll anything else to like stick to like make sure I don't fall out of the ceiling?
Stealth.
Just stealth? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to use a luck point.
hey,
There we
Here
are.
we go.
woo!
Why save those?
Not that much better. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you get up there nice and quiet.
Okay.
Good enough.
I'm not going to tell you whether you're hiding from
I know. I just thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
It's a good visual. Spider hug.
And it's creative.
Spider hug.
I like creative, so it's not a bad move. So as you guys begin to approach, Winnie, like you stated, it becomes so apparent that Joan, you're aware of that kind of magical presence.
Yep.
But Relnor and Dalphin, even you guys start to feel kind of
Weird.
just a thickening in the air, like almost humidity, but there's no warmth to it.
Or moisture.
I don't like that.
Is it kind of like stifling? Like hard to breathe or like...
Yeah, a little just heavy, you know? Like almost like you're high, it's high altitude.
Actually, the air gets thinner as you go up higher.
Well, but it gets harder to breathe.
Oh, okay.
But in a different way.
Both true.
Yeah.
It's magic, guys. We're not supposed to be able to comprehend it.
As you guys approach Harris, you hear a voice.
Harris's voice?
Hello, little sister. And you kind of hear it almost like echoey in the space. You don't see
Do
it.
I hear it?
You don't see it. Yeah, everybody hears it.
Okay, I'm looking for him. Do I see him? From my vantage point? No? Dang it.
Wilbert.
Yes, it is I.
Where are you, buddy?
I'm here, but I don't trust that I can show myself to you yet.
Okay.
Please stop moving forward.
I look at Relnor.
Why?
He will lose more than his leg or arm.
I stop.
I stop.
Stop.
I keep moving forward stealthily.
Why have you come to Kazkarik?
We knew you were headed this way.
What business have you with me?
We came looking for you because you just left.
Well, what does that matter to you?
Well, I liked you, I guess.
We had also felt a shockwave of power that emanated from here.
There is nothing wrong here.
Well, we didn't say anything wrong, but something's obviously going on.
What's wrong with Harris?
He pursued me as well, and I learned of your coming, only just briefly. Knew that I could hold you back. The threat of his life.
Why do you keep threatening people, Wilbert?
How big is the throne?
Like a pretty meaty throne, like it's got a much higher back.
Could I pick it up?
It would be difficult.
Okay.
Winnie's getting frustrated because she's tired, and she goes, Did you do it, Wilbert?
And then you see Wilbert materialize
Okay.
like next to Harris with an astral sword kind of like at his throat, and he says, I said not to move.
Does he look at me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Staring directly at you.
Okay. Dang it.
No one moved but you, Ricky.
Sorry, Wilbert.
All his he doesn't have his hat on anymore. His hair is very frayed and it looks kind of wild, and his beard is malkept. It now seems very almost like
Sickly.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wilbert, what is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. It's the rest of the world. Everything is wrong.
Even me?
You don't understand. It wasn't supposed to be this way. It was supposed to be better. And it's wrong. It's all wrong.
And he kind of like the blade gets closer to Harris's throat.
Well, no, it's okay. I mean, you can talk to me. I'm your sister.
You came to destroy me.
No, we were coming to look for you.
We were kind of worried when you disappeared. We were going to try and vouch for you.
No. It was supposed to be Donnie. He was the one. It was him. That's why. That's why he had to die.
You did do it.
But it wasn't supposed to be you. Everything's wrong. It's all out of hand.
What do you mean it was supposed to be Donnie?
He told me it was Donnie. It was supposed to be him.
Who's he?
He's the one that would bring an end to the world the way it was meant to be.
Who's he? Who's we? Who are you working with?
You wouldn't understand.
Big deep voice guy? Big ocean of power guy?
And he kind of looks at you, and for the first time you feel like his eyes actually like make contact with your eyes, and he says,
Hey there, buddy.
You have seen him. The great one.
Yeah, ocean guy.
The maker. The gardener. The master. You've seen him.
What?
You know. Tell them of the... And the sword kind of pulls away from Harris a little bit, and he just goes like, tell them, little sister.
I drop down and attack him with my talon.
okay, roll the attack action with advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, good.
What's that face? The dog face?
No. The implications of...
Natural 20. Are you getting this?
I'm a dwarf halfling.
I'm a dwarf halfling.
I earned those. Oh, my God.
Years are coming, baby.
Well, don't make promises. Don't make promises.
He's really saving him up.
Yeah, you're definitely hitting, so like roll all that sweet critical damage.
So it's 23 damage, and he's grappled.
Okay, and 23 plus, do you have an attack bonus?
Plus 4.
Okay, so 27.
27 damage, and he's grappled.
Okay. I you this unexpected stuff.
Yeah,
this is
I
how
love
it goes.
That's why you love your brother.
And I go, Wilbert, knock it off.
So you deal that damage and basically just like slam him to the ground.
Yeah.
And I'd like everyone to roll initiatives.
All right.
8.
6.
19.
24.
Okay,
Jeesh.
so Dalphin, after you kind of like lock him down, he starts just going mad. No. And then all of a sudden you feel the whole room start to shake and the forge fires from behind the throne start to bubble up.
Okay.
And you kind of see almost magma start to pour out from them.
Eesh.
And the actual throne itself starts to crack and break, and you can see the magma start to overthrow the throne.
Yeah.
And you're first.
Okay. Yeah, so Wilbert's my foot talon, grappled.
Yep.
I'm going to pick up Harris, and I am going to do a reverse thrust, fly backwards 100 feet.
So, I need you to roll me a strength or a dex saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to use a luck point and re-roll that.
Oh no, is that the last one?
No, I have one more after that.
No, he have 4.
I'm going to try and save both of them, but if I have to, I'll pick Harris.
He's rolling for 6s.
You take these back. You take these back. I don't want them.
Hey, one of those is mine.
I got a 12.
All of a sudden, as you're kind of trying to leap away with both of them in tow,
One in tow, one in hand.
Yeah. Out from kind of the floor and wall, kind of like from behind the throne where the magma's surging up from, a massive stone hand, almost crafted like your guys' golems, emerges from that space and grabs your leg.
Oh no!
Where Wilbert is, and you can either continue to be grabbed and hold it, or you can let go of Wilbert.
Is anybody in second form, or is it just me?
Just you.
Just you.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll release Wilbert and just take Harris.
Okay, and fly back.
Yeah, and fly backwards.
Okay, so Relnor, you just saw all that unfold. There's a big old hand plunged out from the wall and earth. It's holding Wilbert. Magma pouring over the front steps of this kind of dais.
Yeah. I'm going to transform into my warrior form.
Okay, so you transform. Joan.
I'll transform into defender form.
Okay, it kind of happens really quickly, but Dalfin flies past you guys with Harris.
Yep.
In his sniper form, and then the two of you just immediately start to transform, and your wolf head kind of like leans back, and you're standing up on both hind legs. Both of you do that. Joan, your goat head splits in half and turns into 2 half shields on either arm. Your tail, Relnor, moves around to the side, and you can pull it out as a big old sword.
Yep.
Primed. That was pretty
Really
cool.
Yeah. So it is now Wilbert's turn. And the hand sets him down on in front of the dais as the lava starts to slowly encroach toward him. He says, None of you understood. What do you think you are? Do you think you're something special? That you're different? Has it not occurred to you that we're the same? And you see his eyes turn to that kind of black shadow that you've seen happen to Winnie several times.
I knew it.
And the runic markings start to cover over his face and start to go all throughout his body.
I knew there were going to be dark golems.
He begins to kind of rise up into the air, and as he starts to rise up into the air, it's almost like just that heavy presence, Winnie. You feel it almost like it's kind of like it's shrinking in on him, creating an even denser place.
Ooh,
and so
yeah.
even just the image before you starts to almost kind of like blur and fuzz by just the sheer power that's there. And the stones from the kind of the front of this
Great hall.
start to move out and start to shift. It's very similar to how your golems shift when they transform. And
Can we guess the animal?
no. And out from it comes a very humanoid form that fills the space, bigger than.
And it still is like crouching in the room, or is it just a tall room?
It's a huge room.
Okay, so
it's a
he's
huge
standing
hall.
up straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing up straight
Okay.
is a large dwarf-like humanoid form. That's almost it's got that same kind of magical glow about it with runes and symbols, but they're all shadow, and except for the magma that was coming from the forge fire.
Integrated into it?
He's a
Integrated
lava
into it.
monster.
And it basically pulls out a massive whip and kind of cracks it.
You shall not
And
pass.
but no wings and things.
Oh, okay.
So
No crazy horns around his face.
no, and it's a very it's a very classic dwarven crafted face on the front.
Almost
of it.
like the mountains or the statues we passed.
Yes, almost
coming in.
exactly like those. It kind of just cracks the whip and then clenches the fist, and this is the first legendary titan that you guys are facing.
Ooh.
Do you want to guess what animal it is now?
Yeah, it's probably like a dwarf. Is it a dwarf?
It's humanoid. Yeah. It's not really.
Good job.
Yeah, all right.
That's right.
Good boy.
No, he's a good boy.
I'll claw your eyes out.
Winnie,
Yeah.
your turn. And I'm assuming you're off of Joan now.
Yeah, I'm standing on the floor with
You guys-
Bertul.
I'm gonna just say you guys got let go before she.
Oh, I
like,
can't
went.
stand on the defender's shoulder like I do all the orcs in my life. It's just like, I am a shoulder gnome.
And I want you to roll me one more wisdom saving throw. I know I'm having you do a whole bunch.
I used to look forward to these things.
I know.
I'll have you know.
Now she looks forward to nothing.
14.
Okay. You feel that darkness try and pierce into your mind again, and it almost kind of like makes you feel incredibly weak. It doesn't successfully break into your mind, but you feel it almost like kind of like almost like knock your feet out from underneath you, you know. And Bertul's there to catch you, make sure you don't like hit your head. But at the exact same time, as you're kind of like, you feel your vision kind of blur a little bit as
Get out of my head.
as it defocuses, trying to like hang on to consciousness, kind of like a concussion. You kind of, your head kind of like leans to one side, and down one of the corridors, you see a small little prick of yellow light, kind of like dancing in the hallway. What do you do?
I look up at Virtual and I like point over there and I go, it's Penny. And I run as far as I can and then Misty Step.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
cool.
So you start to run and stumble and then Misty Step and like fall.
I'm coming, Penny!
and just a few seconds later, Bertul comes and picks you up.
While she's in Misty Step?
No, after she
No,
Misty
because he
Steps.
says I'm so slow compared to him.
He runs
caught
after
me.
her, picks her up and says, which way?
That way.
Okay, and then he just starts carrying you through the hallways, following that
I
yellow
don't say
light.
we.
Can I go with them?
And that's where we're going to end this week's episode. Okay.
Wilbert, you dastardly dwarf.
I feel bad for him. I feel like he's confused.
So you have sympathy for a fictional character, but you don't have sympathy for real people.
Well, not the dumb ones.
One of a kind, Ricky.
Yeah.
One of a kind. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening to this penultimate episode of season 1 of the Titans of Altera. Next week, we will be bringing it.
It's the
with
finale. It will be less disappointing than Game of Thrones.
That's like so
I
easy.
can promise you that. I can guarantee.
Really make
Low
it-
bar.
Really, let's not compare ourselves. Let's not start. I just don't want to. I don't want to reach that point. But I'm really grateful for everyone who's been following with us this long and on this journey. I can't wait to finish things out. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master for the Titans of Altera. Going around the table, we have
Jump.
Duffin.
Winnie.
Relnor.
Thanks, everybody.